We pledge love and loyalty to the country salo. My how we there, my how we born. We sweet salo. We not for make this country fall. Mama salo.
A critical awakening in Sierra Leone. The unintended lessons of Julius Maada Bio's presidency. When Julius Maada Bio became president in 2018, he promised a new direction, focused on education, justice, unity, and inclusive development. His eloquent speeches inspired hope in a nation hungry for change. However, as his presidency has unfolded, a different story has emerged, marked not by fulfilled promises, but by deepening economic hardship, growing insecurity, and widespread public disillusionment. One of the most alarming developments under Bio's leadership is the rise of Sierra Leone as a hub for drug trafficking, particularly the spread of Kush, a dangerous synthetic drug. This substance is destroying lives, especially among the youth, and has overwhelmed families and communities. Allegations of official complicity and ineffective law enforcement have led many to describe Sierra Leone as evolving into a narco state, where criminal networks thrive alongside weakened state institutions. Economically, Sierra Leone is trapped in stagflation, a combination of high inflation and low economic growth. Prices for essentials such as food, fuel, and transportation have soared, while wages remain stagnant and youth unemployment continues to climb. The government's reliance on donor funding and external loans has not translated into local economic empowerment or job creation. Many citizens are now forced to make painful choices just to survive, eroding trust in state leadership and exposing the limits of government policies. Public services have also deteriorated. The much publicized free quality education program suffers from overcrowded classrooms, unpaid teachers, and inadequate resources. The gap between the government's promises and the lived reality of the population has grown ever wider. Despite this grim outlook, a new form of awareness is emerging. Across the country, especially among the youth and professionals, there is a growing sense of political consciousness and civic engagement. Citizens are becoming more vocal, organizing protests, and demanding accountability from leaders. The protests in 2022, though marred by violence, reflected a collective demand for dignity, justice, and meaningful governance. In this context, President Bio's greatest legacy may be the unintended political awakening of the people. His administration's failures have taught Sierra Leoneans to think critically about leadership and governance. They are learning that true development must be people-driven and grounded in action, not rhetoric. This rising consciousness may yet become the foundation for a more accountable and citizen-led future for Sierra Leone.
Yes, Fambulem. Good evening, good afternoon, good day. Afumami na piari second. Unlesha biana kawiena. First and foremost, I'm very sorry I've not been there on Monday because I've been getting some other things then to attend to. And so I'll not be able to come up with the show. But at least I've been doing one show with TDN network where I've been doing via telephone. I think say a lot of you have been here. Today, we are going to look at some of the things them who they fail for look at. Now the real reason we make with country, the politics and everything just dey like I dey so. But before we go start for discuss the topic, I want for announce to members then say on Friday, we get for start this platform and TDN sometime about 6 o'clock to 6:30 in the evening, because the Institute for Community Progress, the Progressives, then get a conversation with them they hold in London that day. and then get for broadcast them live. He go there live on Weird, he go there on this platform, he go there on TDN. And I know see other platform themselves go pick her up. So Friday we dey start round about 6 p.m. UK time, which is I think 5 p.m. Sierra Leone time. So I will let note that. Okay, today we dey ask the question: Apc Slpp, the people of Sierra Leone, who correct, who wrong, and wetin we need for change. Because we always want for they put blame, we they complain, we they say now this do this, now then they do that, now then they make so, now this cause this. One factor they forget is that we all born, we grow, we men, we learn what we learn inside salon. If what they say, some people in Sierra Leone, then different from we. So therefore, them born for do bad. Then we, they do good. Then we ask, now so God, they make mortal man them? Or now salon no more God make we so? If not to salon no more God make we so, then we don't sit down for look waiting at the real cause for make we get all them problem here. And when you look carefully, if we want to be honest, the political parties, then they do the same thing in a different way. We the people them, they do the same thing in a different way. So why is it that we always want to say, now me correct, the other one they wrong? We don't ever see to ask ourselves, who that correct, who that wrong in Sierra Leone? We really do that. You understand? Oh, I don't want to do so. Not then they make so. We always want to present ourselves as the victim. Not we responsible, not we cause them. Yes, in some cases, in many cases, some of we are victims. Yes, that's a fact. But whatever would they be victim of, now we society they cause them. And as long as them people what they do them, now members of the society, it means say now inside the society they learn them. They not go learn in another country, then carry with them. Although yes, some things then they what they happen in Sierra Leone now, you go say, okay, this will not be sabi bottom. Like for example, the drug business. Then we go say na foreign something where them bring come to the country. But even then with people them be get their own with them be they do locally. Although that how them be they do locally, not to do how they harm and kill people them. You see, then get one saying with them say, we point one finger, remember say 3 they point back at you. We say now this do down there, or now down they do this. Remember say you self that boy they point to, 3 they point say you self do them. I'm not a try for defend anybody for do bad. I'm not a try for defend wrongdoing. But what you are the saying is, we don't do all what you get for do. We don't say all what you get for say. But things not they change. It just they continue for get worse. So now we ask ourselves, why now we? Why? Look at Sierra Leone, small country. The population of we country, I am sure, if we take them against cities like Lagos in Nigeria, the population of Sierra Leone are one-third the population of Lagos City, or maybe less than one-third, because I don't get the statistics, the data with me. But anyhow it be, Alek will be 9 million people. I am sure Lagos City is over 27 million people. So it will be one third. Why a whole country? We're not just one third of a city in Nigeria. I'm not going to talk about other countries. Why we not able to manage ourselves? If one whole city inside Nigeria, they able manage themselves. Yes, then get crime, then get all the things then they will get. But they are better off. They are better off. If you look Lagos City, it's better off than the whole of Sierra Leone. Whatever you say, Lagos City get continuous electricity. Yesterday, they made suffer, but now they get continuous electricity. You they see change the be. You walk them day where people then they go to. But the whole country, we get more space past Lagos City. The whole country, we get more resources. If we look at the resources where they now that we country, we look at the population, we get iron ore, we get diamond, we get gold, we get bauxite, we get agricultural potential. We, if we make use of them, that alone it will run the economy. Now we then they talk about oil. If we look at all that thing and they with the population, we get for ask why we they suffer in that country? Why things not they work in the country? You see, that Monday, the talk where I've been talking about TDN on the telephone, I've been put emphasis on the human resource. Which country, the most important resource we get are the mortal man the way they did. If we develop the mortal man them, I like the country not get minerals, it develop. If we not develop the mortal man them, I like the country get all the minerals in the world, they develop. Maybe few people go get here and there, but the rest go stay in poverty. Don't take South Korea. South Korea not get minerals. But South Korea develop, then get stable economy, then they produce some things them what the whole world need, like then computer chips, then kind of thing then they. Take Singapore. Singapore, not just a city. They not get minerals, but the economy, they work. Finland, near Mina, they not get minerals. They get a small population, yes, but the economy, they work. What's wrong we make Sierra Leone where economy not for work? Every day we go point blame, we go cause, we go fat. But we not look at what in are the reason them we make all them things here they go wrong. You see, we get some habits in a Sierra Leone. We'll get for quietly sit down and examine. We habits them over quietly sit down and examine. Sometimes if we sit down, we examine the habits here, we go see who side the problem there. One man we been write one book we dem call Future Shock, Alvin Toffler. He been make a statement saying the illiterates of the 21st century, not all the one them we not sabi read and write. Now the one them we're not able for unlearn, for take away what in them don't learn, the habits the way they don't learn, the things the way them believe in, then they bring new one them for make them see how the things they happen right now. He say the illiterates of the 21st century shall be those who, not those who cannot read and write, but those who fail to unlearn to relearn. If you ask me, I believe say this man very much correct about Sierra Leone. Alvin Toffler, what he say, he applied to Sierra Leone. If we look at the country carefully, we will see a lot of things where the point say, we they refuse for learn new things. We they refuse for change old habits. We they refuse for accept say we are human beings them, we can make mistakes. So therefore, now we left for the blame and cause and effect, but now begin look at what you go do for make we all change. I see my brother Ibrahim come with something we're very interesting. It's just unfortunate I'm not able to make all shown at the screen because what you write is plenty. But you very much there in place. And I would like for make we find time law discuss some of them things that way you highlight so. Because in order too far from what you are they talk about right now. I don't read what you write, and I believe say most of what you put now the root causes of all the problems where we get in Sierra Leone. You see, we know the problems. We know the problems, but are we ready to change the problems? We ready. It's something we need for discuss. The people of Sierra Leone ready for change? We all change. We really ready for change? If we're ready for change, then let us sit down quietly. I think the best thing we go begin that time for practice in Sierra Leone. Now begin become monk them. Now they meditate. Because some of we, not just say na boku book we learn or na boku sense we get. But if any time for sit down, we think about what in the gone. Remember we'll be small. Remember the child will be young. Remember, they'll say, okay, now this something are the reason, now that's not the reason. Then we find out. We do some research. And that way, make some of we can sit down with a talk like how they talk so. And of late, I convinced myself one thing, say, if we need for change Sierra Leone, if we're ready for change Sierra Leone, we all for move away from that mentality where they make you play victim. Oh, they wrong me. Yes, we they wrong each other. We they wrong each other, then they only natural. For go cause and effects in natural. But then things that what they cause and effect. Then things that what they cause the wrong. Let we try examine them. Let we left them behind we. The habits that we'll get, where they make we're not able to trust each other because the biggest crisis we'll get in Sierra Leone is lack of trust. And they are part of the problem, not only of Sierra Leone, but of the black race. I not care who side the person day. 678-098. They all answer this call. I go come back. Sorry about that. My call will come will interrupt what you have been saying. As I say, we get for wrong each other. We get for do everything. We go make we vex by each other. But for taken to that level where they destroy we get for ask ourselves, what is it that we they destroy each other? Why is it that we lack trust in each other? Because now trust we not trust each other, now make we they destroy each other. Now trust we not trust each other, now make we they kill each other. Now trust we not trust each other, now make we them put in a public office with a thief. If you trust the society where they lead, you know say after you left office, you go get benefit. You not get business for thief. Then party all day. People then they go into politics, then do their work honestly, then come out day. After politics, then they live a good life. So say society they pay them big money. Now because society create structure where that man don't serve, he left. Facilities then they access then they we go into we go able live a bigger life. He go do business, he paying tax and everything. Nobody know the crash. But we lack of trust with somebody left office now for puelam. Because this, if we not puelam, we see don't come on at this office so you go make money they can't. Lack of trust. Whole problem around we. Now lack of trust. But inside this lack of trust come out. Why? We not trust each other. Waiting are the causes why make we not trust each other. Plenty causes then they. Plenty causes then they. Plenty reasons then they. We are able to say now this no more. Now we begin examine the law we see. First and foremost, the thing we therefore take note of is that Africa, don't talk about Africa first before they come to Sierra Leone. Now the continent where you get the biggest diversity. What in that mean? Different languages, different culture, different tradition. We defend in Africa. If my estimate correct, we get over 2,000 cultures in Africa. In Sierra Leone, we get 18, maybe 19 languages. We get one culture One culture, in Sierra Leone. But we get different traditions. Culture, now we food, we dress, we host, we music, then thing and they how they do them. When you look at Sierra Leone, now one culture we get. That country close, women they man they make. Now the same way Limba man they make them, but then they put a collar pan them and other thing, a red, then color own coat. The local themselves, they make the same thing, but they make other colors and get their own name. The social man, they make them without sleeve, they get your name. The fuller man, they make out yon, and the yonto, they get your name. One culture. If you look throughout Sierra Leone, the other and the billows are the same. Or they say also to them Western style or the below, the traditional house na Sierra Leone, are the same. That dirty block and what's in septic and what's in with the grass are the same all over the country. Maybe the tradition they vary from one point to another because some side then the billows with plenty rooms, some side the rooms are not plenty, some side then they build with big veranda, some side and they make around a sector, but not the same building materials with people let me they use first them. The food across the country are the same. Cassava leaf, na cassava leaf. The men they go call and saki, then put beans pana. The team they call and cassava leaf, then put what in pana. So now one culture we get, but we get different traditions. That is different way where they practice the same things. Okay. Now we traditional problem? No, not to him. Now we cultural problem? No, not to him. Inside this problem come out? Mistrust. And inside the mistrust begin? Before Whitman comes Sierra Leone, before Poto comes Sierra Leone, before Pumui comes Sierra Leone, the people let me they live together. Let me they trust each other. When Whitman come, some of the people decide say them go work with the Whitman, what in they want. Then begin go catch them brother and sister there, they get to Whitman for cargo. That they the mistrust begin. Then later, the same Whitman come back, then come form government. What's happen? We own brother them and sister them, who they work with them, then learn the Whitman trick, then begin bully the young family them. Still they not tell you the truth about that hot tax war. Solomon start hot tax war. Otto Whitman. How they start them? The one the other being uniform say na police. Now then be the whole people chief for them, then put them under a board where then they lock and put the people in a sun. Then put them, let they hide in a sun. Now that caused the revolt. 80 days, now they do. You see, people then say, oh, we police, they're not they work for the people. Then so now find out the history of the police. And the Juma Frontier Force, now the police begin. They were there to answer to the colonial master. They were the people who started the hot tax war. They cause all the trouble will make Umoja and Ghana Louis then revolt. But then right time, then lie say, oh na Bible, you know ever fair to war. Now the chief they all the other chief them they listen to. British accent say we want for me say or me not go agree on that. If na me on side, sometimes I go talk to me people, but when I go talk to the other chief for them. Because I know they take decision for nobody. Then go when they country, then go other side. Instead of them talk to the people them, they use power upon them. Now the people they revolt. Who the people they revolt, they say now Bible will start the war. One side of the history they not tell we Bible and bodyguards and then kill them. Then they put on off pan and then get and go Ghana. Exile. They not tell we that side. Bible never fought a war. He was there defending himself. But not all that really talked here. What you wonder or not today is that all the mistrust where today don't lead with also with this so it start during the slave trade where some people them when they take chance, then receive gun and cartridge from Wetman, then go up inside, then go catch them brother and sister there, can sell to Wetman. That mistrust don't start. Some are lucky family them, then they sell them cousin picking them, family picking them to slavery. That mistrust starts. Then later when the Wetman come for colonize we the black man they would employ. Now we they go misuse we company black man them. In fact, what you they call corruption today, now that is that. Can they go bully you? If you not bribe, they know they left you. All of them here we need for know them because all they inform why we justice system get problem. They inform why we police system get problem. You see, any person land, it grow with them. We grow with them, it become habit. We become habit, it become a culture. When it become a culture, after some years, the root of that problem, people they know they know. So man, they accept and say, that common way for do things. And that acceptance, now in the Ambogwe so today. We need for take time. Lord, look at what is wrong in Sierra Leone. The present generation, they sit down, they blame, they fight, they curse, they kill. If you ask any of them, then kill you fumble, they not get fumble with them kill. But they don't meet this culture, say, now for blame, because the blame don't become a political instrument. Now a way for manipulate people, their mind, for control them. So even when certain people are in certain offices, then they do bad, because we feel say now fumble them, we they support them. This is where we are. This is what we have become. So rather than we continue down this road, let us ask ourselves, how are we going to change this? What should we do to change this? That don't mean say, would I do bad, then for left a leg go scot-free. No, far from it. In this life, every action get consequence. Every action get consequence. Just like we science say, every cause get an effect. But if we really mean for end all that here, the actions here, where they make, oh, let them wait no more, we'll get power, we go can't do we own. You can't do That one way they can't do unto sometimes not to even cause the problem. Instead they get reason for say wait till I get power and they can't do me on. So the beat continues. If we want to end it, let's offend the cause. We come together and say, okay, this not the cause, what you go do for end them, how we go end them, so everybody go feel safe, everybody go trust, everybody go feel say, okay, being a part of this society, I belong there. If we not do that, I know one thing. This culture of the audacity of impunity, if I can use English now, the willfulness for do bad, the gaga for do bad, the majiji for do bad. If we not sit down, we talk waiting for talk, we look at waiting for look at, and find the solutions. If that habit day, we don't start so, continue. After 1 decade or two, it will become a culture. It will become a culture. And if it be a culture, we think it for be the next result. Now lawlessness. Other go break down. And when other break down, the country will become ungovernable. We see them in plenty countries. Somalia, from the time we Said Barry, one of them presidents, died. 30 days, they're not able to get stability. And from that time to now, it don't pass 30 years. That war will be in the Sierra Leone. If the British they're not been going inside for end them, before they ban and 30 days. Because the war, they don't take a dangerous proportion, it don't become asymmetrical. So we get for ask a number of questions. We get for look at a number of things then. If we really mean for make Sierra Leone change, we get for unlearn certain things that we don't learn. And one of them are the habit of blaming and complaining. Because blaming and complaining, one, not to solve any problem. Two, you know go day at one point you get all the resources for end the problem rather than you end the problem peacefully, you dey blame because you have to continue for do the problem. This is what we have seen since 2018. And right now, this blame and complain, it don't go inside the political parties themselves. This blame and complain don't enter APC, it don't enter SLPP. What you will see now divided groups them, where they become very dangerous as time they go on. The APC is dangerous unto itself, the SLPP is dangerous unto itself. And if you forget, then two major parties, they're not able to govern themselves, they're not able to discipline themselves, they're not able to behave properly within themselves. Do we expect them to rule Sierra Leone with order? Just be very fair, Lord, be very honest. Not all the parties are wrong. Not the politics wrong. Now we mentality. Until we change that mentality, everything they do not Sierra Leone therefore be wrong. Everything therefore be wrong. So This now an assignment not only for the government, not only for the politicians, because we quick for blame politicians. You know, the politician them. Yes, not true. But the politician they now fumble there. Now brother there. Now sister there. Some of them now picking them. Pulling inside this government where they should touch them hand. Yes. I can see how they laugh. I say, God. This government will sit on a power. People and they were touch in hand them baby one. People and they right now by Apc Slpp, when I've been school picking them to me, I teach them. Yes. So I consider asking myself, I say, what really we not been do right? We make we country don't answer. Yes, that's how decent people behave. They ask questions. They do self-examination, self-criticism. But we not Sierra Leone, one of the things where they make we not they go before, we they refuse for do self-examination and self-criticism. Instead, we don't take politics say, oh, the leader not wrong. If not for always right. What he say, nobody not for challenge them. When he challenge them, they are not loyal to the leader. No. Loyalty, not a blind fundamentalist following. Loyalty is about wishing to see the best interests of the group. And most times, the people that they wish for see the best interests of the group, now then they critique the group. Now then they ask the questions. Now then they say this or they do so not correct. It's not one of the habits for change. We they see somebody ahead of we, they do everything wrong. We not say it wrong, but we still have to do. Now we leader, now we party, now we this, now we that. Then we things wrong. If now other person in leader or in party they do them, we want for blame. We cannot be what I call stiletto, two edge. You know they work so. What is wrong for Jack must be wrong for Jock. What is wrong for Jane must be wrong for Mary. If we cannot find a solution to this way of thinking, then we find another way for make Mary and Jane, Jack and Tom, they all get access. Because another thing we'll get for take note, all this mistrust, all the cause and effect. Now one thing in the point at, who that they in control. And what you want control for? Now the resources. We want to say, now we get the power for spend the money. Now we get the power for determine the contract. We self get to get we don't kick back. All things and they get solution. But are we ready to solve our problems? If we're ready for solve the problems, we have to ask ourselves simple questions. And we have to accept simple facts. One of which is all of us have always been wrong. All of us have always been wrong, whether we like it or not. Some of us have been stupid to take it to the next level. Because if you pump a mortal man wrong you expect the person because you want to let the person respect you. Even when the person wrong you, it will limit your reaction. But when you take them to the level for destroy the person, then that's stupid because you don't go against the basic law of existence. The first and most important law of existence, when at the basic law, people them way study philosophy, then they call them the golden rule. The religion shaped that basic law into 9. Then tell we say we get 10 commandments. They by Islam, they by Christianity, they by Judaism. The first commandment, we take them away. The rest of the 9 commandments, the one green thing then they tell you, 9 ethics they tell you, say, then call them the golden rule. Do unto others as you want done unto you. If you know let them lie by you, not lie by person. If you know let them talk about you, no go talk about person. If you know let them thief you, no thief person. In Sierra Leone, we don't respect the golden rule. We don't. So therefore, all the things that when they go against the golden rule, now they would do. We manipulate each other, we deceive each other, we gossip, congosa, and lie. You get the audacity for talk about people that will not sabi. Sometimes because you don't see the person, when I don't talk 1 month, 2 months, when I get some kind of relationship, you think you know everything about the person. I say turn. How you turn? The all about how you turn. Stop talking about others. Because for every time you point a finger, 3 points back at you. They make you leader. You know, they sit down for look, say, how I go build teamwork. All the people they work together. Instead, they come, this can't talk to you. You take down there, he can't talk to you. You begin manipulate them. Then you expect for succeed as a leader. And all kind of time for them funny behavior. Then they kuku jumuku, this and that.
Business audio.
We need for examine ourselves. We need for do a lot of homework that we see what and what will change. Hello?
Yes, sir. And how are you, sir? I hope I will crash your program.
You're not crash a dip on the program. I only hope say you want for making a hear you.
Huh?
You know I let hear you?
I wanted to hear me, yeah.
Well, I don't put you live.
Oh, okay, well, thank you. No problem. That's good. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Well, yeah, I just come in. Yeah, I mean, we were within our place. So I say, I did just watch you. So I want to participate. And I mean, as usual, you are doing great for the communities and the entire Sierra Leone.
I hope
we just
realize that.
Then we realize because you do a great job. There was a time where the journalists they get a defined group of people when I did talk. But when they use politics for destroy that, like I see one thing where they introduce, they say, well, the 1965 Public Order Act is not good. So then they would replace them. They replace them with.
I just hold it there.
Okay.
Back in the late 1970s up to the mid 1980s,
yes, sir.
Some of women they do freelance, even though I've been the teach. Then in the 1990s, I go back, I've been doing journalism. The 1965 Public Order Act, why not they affect me? So go ahead, sir.
Yeah, so they remove they make the criminal business, say they praise individual. Now what you replace, you bring cyber security. If you say people are food. this security bring enable where people and now don't bring something say you're not going to make SIM card in China. For monitor people, they block people, and they not send information out. So here comes the thing. People like una able reach a wider coverage where nobody's gonna be arrested, but public is sensitized, and you get a big positive outcome in the way people put their mindset. Because what you absent as alone, my information I don't get. And so what you're doing is you're doing a great job, and that's how this is. Continue. Thank you so much.
Me,
I will.
nobody not get for stop me, you know, Chindo.
Yeah. Yes.
Your SIM card law not get nothing for do it.
No, you don't get nothing. Nothing.
And
But
added to that, I am protected by the most respected Cyber Act on Earth, the European Union Cyber Act. If anybody tamper with my communication system, approve them, that company will allow that tampering for happen. I'm not get for ask now. I get the report and then find out.
we're not able to.
They are going to
go against you.
find them a big amount of money. It's in the law. So, not to that, the issue is the hypocrisy ain't too much in a salon.
Oh yes. I talk about
One of the things in this, where they say we need for online for learning things. And not care which law the government make. You understand?
Yes.
The government, they make laws to protect certain interests. We know. But there is still room for you to say what is right without offending. Like what are they talking now? If anybody take offense, then something wrong with you. No. You understand? Because I'm not saying anything to create trouble. I'm saying what will solve trouble. We journalists, they not get time for look at social issues. They not get time for ask social questions. Because they feel say, by so doing, then go offend them patrons, they only give them brown envelope.
Oh yes. Let me tell you
about the brown envelope.
Let me tell you something happened. One guy did from very good guy. Nabori, you don't do lecture. I'm not sure anybody and I'm not say you know ever they get it. So sometimes you don't need to be a job because they feel say then. So there was a time when you are following this discussion. So you tell me I said Dr. Mara said this guy who get now online TV. CNN is a preschool. So I said please because then once we follow go now that radio, TV, and they for participate. So the subject are different thing. That's the way they need try for celebrate the how they call it the independence. You know, say the independence that man only he travel, not in the country. So they call me, maybe don't talk. Yeah, so today's
conference, but not so that too. My father be GMB's foundation and they can celebrate it.
Yes, I've been seeing this one again where they are the kind of better. So this thing are not arranged.
Yeah, they're not trouble.
Right. So let me just tell you what Chidema are doing. This year. The guy with in charge. Ask this man, Dr. Bangura, say, this thing they take place. Yes, Dr. Anything they take place. I don't tell people them, we don't get subject of discussion. They say they don't pass, I don't send pictures there. They don't make now flyers or we names them. not for make that participate at that independent discussion, at that TV station. So the thing was, therefore, we a feedback like the eve of the independence na salon. So let we know now. All man don't take positions, sacrifice say they do this year. You don't go believe. See na net, we don't see anything. And then the Kuruma called me, so man, what's in the apple? The man there in England, that's here in Prince Kuruma, he's a party say, you don't go believe. See the morning, I contact this man, I say, they say, don't worry. He say, I don't even know what I will tell you. He said, Mr. said they call the man now. The man waiting at the TV station. The man know the answer I give. I say, really? So, Mr. Yeah, so I hurry up, I call to Kamara, I send message to Prince. I said, this year, I don't know if I share my hand. I say, the man waiting at home, he said the coordinator at the TV station, they answer the phone. Say, so now, well, the good thing is, who are they out? Will not get good expectation about the people back home, especially on the government. And if it happen, it happen. You not go believe that thing the man called them down. Now, finally, I get the guy, I say, what did you go? And I say, he said, that man, the man there, bring people in at the government and tell us, say, let not go ahead and do that thing. That's what they kill him. And he said, afraid, he not do nothing. So these government patrons, them, where they, now them place there, where they do the dirty work. Because how you go be a journalist, run a TV station, and you go only say something where the one the way in a power, elect for him. Yeah. So this is the thing. And now, when they able to catch people now, what do they do? They try for harass people who get cell phones, or say that they send information to people like we outside, when they take note of it. See, this study, because there are different ways where we're able to capture information. It's not only WhatsApp and whatever. Yeah. First you can do, and through the emails. They able to stop people the emails for send videos and all that thing. Get an iPhone, download them.
Situation.
Yeah. Yeah.
We get a very complex situation, but I want to let people know say most of it is fueled by ignorance.
Mm-hmm.
You seem for the far from your phone. I don't know, they use that piece inside a car.
No, they inside car. But the phone they near me, I put it on the lap.
Okay, my make it.
You hear me now?
I hear you now.
Okay.
Now they say
Yes,
in simple terms.
Yes, sir.
All this attempt for curb information is fruitless. You know what to do?
Unfortunately, yes, I believe that.
The cyber web is global. To make it stop information moving from one point to another, to make it stop information moving from one region to another, is a very expensive process. China, they're able to do them because they get the capacity internally.
They get in fact China recently another country there. They don't create their own internet where people say more than nearly 150 countries there. Then they use that. Then they use the internet.
Yeah, but internet they go to other countries because the cyber web is connected.
Of course.
Okay.
Of course.
Created it is about the connectivity. But you can stop connectivity by controlling certain IP addresses. You blacklist them or whatever.
You know what they affect them? And it affects even the politics. Why they work now with countries. And let me just give an example with maybe even Norway. I guess somebody who want to be a leader of a party for when they win. Mm-hmm. When it comes, you not ever get control over every policy area for being get knowledge. So if they draw people and then a payroll, when are doctors, professors, and other experts then in a different area where they work with the leaders of political parties, they give the information maybe in a trade foreign policy, again, transportation, all this people. Now, in they inform them why for able to talk sense within the campaign. Now, people are like full man, like Mother View, they can't forget represent a tribe and for like can benefit people away the chief. So they know. Like when they talk, so they don't cross their mind. They don't come for saying they stop me for sending information. For target individuals, then they use because now like I talk of the IP address, monitor specific phone them, devices. So now through there they go now for go arrest people. Not for stop now for know who that is send information outside. So who will get knowledge of IT and not say they're not able to stop. Like for instance, if I did salon, I go to public space, I'll copy information through videos. I'll be able to send them anywhere I want. I can able go through YouTube. I go send it. I can able go through my phone. Me email addresses. So you know they able go hold me on WhatsApp. So WhatsApp not just one of the mediums where people say for 1 user. For Facebook now other one through Messenger. So you know they able to catch me. So I go download it on my computer. Then the computer do the work. So which means the phone where they use for saying I feel to use, but then believe say people are not get computer. So we're able to educate people, able to contact a salon for send information anywhere because we're IT literate.
Let me just give you the simple thing. Every smartphone where they make now, they get the capacity for use virtual private network, VPN.
No, VPN.
Akide inside salon I set my phone on VPN. You can never trace it.
Absolutely.
Because
absolutely.
WhatsApp now they operate on SIM card, they operate on connectivity. You see, now I make a try say, now ignorance not the problem.
Yeah.
Ignorance. So they are spending money on what money should not be spent on. Then instead of them voting for improve, they know they do. Why do you need to be blocking people from giving information if you are doing the right thing?
Yeah, well, I said that boy would have called back. I go na AYP, the interview and say by the 1st of October, anybody will not get the use SIM card. I say if they talk, say they can't make jobs. And you have companies, telecommunication companies, where they provide jobs. So that one in there, if they say yes, government they monitor specific individuals, they can be analyzed at the beginning. Yeah, go on. But you're not going to make a national agenda for can't stop people and let them buy you SIM card. And let me tell you something. Somebody, let me give you one thing. Day for yesterday, somebody they where they communicate. They say I don't even communicate. It's my person phone I use. Say because they block me SIM card. Now when you go for mobile now, they say forget ID card. So this ID card gets a number. Now in that they use for program. For program you new SIM card. So which means that they monitor ID card. And if you don't get over $100,000, 100,000 euros, for go get a new ID card, there is no way where they even register the SIM card where you get for pay for it again. You see how they don't add trouble that people their life game?
That way.
Yes, sir.
All of the action they need to because they want money to people. That person go pay for the ID card and this and that to come. If you get VPN, you're not able to track.
No, the knowledge base no they Mr. Jallo.
And they come make me point.
Yeah, go ahead.
That program about registration of SIM cards, that you forget ID card for make you get SIM card because they want to buy your data. Yes, it may be wrong with the intention we then get, but it is correct in other parts because even though they talk to you, my phone registered, my name and everything, then most say now this person get this number. As a matter of fact, all the phone the home family they use register under my name. You understand? So they know exactly say they are my family member.
No,
of course,
if you listen,
point, I will you allow me.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, now in one place we'll get routine and call national register. I make here we know they do census. The national register, everybody information there in that database. If you buy motoka, it they register under that database, and now you get that motoka number. We sell the motoka, then they change the number, then transfer the number to the buyer. We buy us, they register under that number. But within that, the point in Sierra Leone is not about state security, it's about making money. There is some Chinese concern, we come and give them, sell the project idea to them, then give them small money, so then they implement them for satisfy them. The second thing, because them feel say, ID card people then normally not go for them because the money then they are knowing enough. They have found a way to force people to pay for this ID card. When the money go nakra, they know they account for them. It's all about making money for themselves. It's not about state security.
No, it's about everything, Mr. Gallo. Because you know why? I know they underestimate what he bas say in AYB. He say government need for know the information where they come out of this country. And again, one example, where reckless, he say, imagine somebody, woman, they send a naked picture. They talk more and they quote them, I'll watch the thing. If woman, they send naked picture, we will not say send naked picture. When I very careless and reckless statements. Because it don't matter whether woman send naked picture. If now man they send a woman, man they really take care of her. Yeah, so now because if the man they take care of that woman, the way the woman they suffer in a salon, I don't feel say then as government not the business because they're not able to do anything for people. So if you ask somebody in a salon, if you ask somebody in a salon say so information you don't have but I go tell it because people in a salon say be afraid. Thing they happen salon now we were the out here able get no. So it's not wait no more now wait Mr. Jallo 1 second. I agree with you. It's a bit of everything which you don't say. The financial part of it is there, but also then people they are so afraid about losing the 2020 elections. Then no say for the first time in history of Sierra Leone, people don't begin aware. Even the one they waiting at the side, people like war, people when they cry, they say, "Hunger, don't take over the place." And the state security of war, they again kidnappings all over the place. And so they are worried with all the incident, people when they send that information, then they worry say they're able to educate the people, sensitize the people. So what you saying are true, a bit of everything. Go ahead, sir.
Dr. Ture, the election you now go country. I will ask one simple question.
Go ahead.
The ordinary Sierra Leonean with a snap photo they send. Almost security risk we get. Speed affect privacy. What do I mean? Accident be somebody die. Under normal circumstance, it's indecent for snap them people the way wound and the way die, circulate them on the internet. Like how they be me picking another right for taking picture put on the internet without in consent.
Yes.
You understand? But the real fact of the situation is then they create panic for put the people in fear. That's what is called gaslighting. And they gaslight the people then, so the people then go afraid, and in the fear, then they comply with them. Mr. Ture, they can put all their security things in place. But I want people to know that as long as Sierra Leone cannot economically support itself, as long as every report has to be prepared to be sent to the IMF and World Bank, etc. People know what is happening in Sierra Leone.
Yeah. Oh yes. You know what happened? Another thing. Listen to that finance minister. I get that yesterday. And they talk say the economy in a salon. Oh, they talk say the economy in a salon they on life support. He deny. The economy is so good, the prices don't stabilize. Look the rest in price. I say this man no get shame. Because if salon no they produce, then you rise. You they take money, you give Libanese man, you give other businessman public funds underground, they go buy rest. That money, wait for don't take it, buy machines them. Then you introduce a system where they support farmers. They only within a farm. Trust them. Give them machines. I don't do farming in a salon. I mean, I one of the people who they outside who do over 100 acre of land farm in a salon about 2 years or 3 years ago. I do cassava, I do petete. Last year, my cassava, nearly 10 acre because of the water we can last year. So I don't do this thing. The constraints what we face, forget tractor. Oh my God. We go say we let for plant the rice. So now this is take. Then you take the money, they go buy rice, you bring them, and they cancel at 800,000. First of all, where is the sustainability? And how many people will get money where go to say in an unemployed society? No, they don't. Then they buy back. They already give China give. Lately, China not give the rest again because the secret don't come out. So now then they go buy. Then they give businessman like them BB traders them. Then let them go buy the rest. So they bring that now. They say we don't regulate the rice, and so you do more than 80% of food stuff. La salad they eat from Maggi. They go to sardine. They go to rest. Then they go buy them from outside. World Bank choke them. Because anything World Bank say that based on research, not then just talk so. So they will not project say they collect sample.
Research.
Huh?
World Bank no need for research.
No, well, for me, as somebody where they deal with data, where I can always want for code, I can say that then they not for code for say no more percentages, no more so now, but we know say the reality is like I say, there's no need. The only thing for official purpose. Yeah.
With the way global financial systems they operate, where they not they allow you for take above certain amount of money in cash and transport them. You get for use them fintech tools for transfer money. Every money move from point A to point B is trackable. Then get tools them will be missing a as long as I pay for the tool, they track every penny where they move around fairly.
Yeah.
You understand? So for say, then they lie on people, yeah, then go lie on the people inside Sierra Leone. Even ordinary AI, chat GPT, able to crawl a lot of data when they put online because every transaction made is trackable. So you see, as I say, then they gaslight the people and keep them in fear. But the ultimate aim is then they come with systems to make money for themselves.
Oh yeah, that's I agree. Everything for me. That's I agree.
When I can they talk to the people of Sierra Leone, they always tell them, say, only need for wake. Wake up no means say for take cutlass and go fet. Try for know what you need for know. Then nobody know go lie by you. Nobody know they deceive you anymore. Because deception, manipulation, lies, now the question are we country where keep the country down.
Absolutely true.
If we overcome them problem, yeah, you go see more trust they build in the society. If a government in power cannot trust the people it governs, then tell
it's also the problem. Somebody asked me a question. Somebody asked me a question a few years ago. He said, upon all these problems within itself, the main problem what you think say now the key issue as alone.
Now mistrust.
No, not to that way. I tell us, I say poverty. Give me 1 second no more. I say poverty. See, look, let me tell you, Mr. Dalo, the rate of poverty in the salon, endemic poverty. Only thing now, like where they say they look root cause of a problem and you look at enabling. So all them is just these are just enabling factors towards
They are
for
not.
making people act.
They are not.
They are not.
I bet you.
What did they bring trust? What did they bring mistrust now?
You see, mistrust now a product. Well, I go agree with poverty, but not material poverty.
No, well, the thing is,
And they come,
instead
one
of
day allow me to make the point. Material poverty is created by the way all they think. The way all they think, and especially us who think we're educated, we believe, say, we get all the God-given rights, forget access, but the other people can go to hell. Now that's now a problem. Poverty is created. It does not exist. But in a great poverty, now all the social and psychological factors where they end up for build mistrust in society. And that's exactly the problem of Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone by resources not supposed to be a poor country.
well, you see,
And they where because they get all the habits where they compound and limit the circulation of wealth and distribution of wealth.
Mr. Dallo, I know I deny you what you talk about. But one thing where I want for also say there are people in the area from you.
Mhm.
You know, when even the international organizations they wouldn't create, even at the time, they're not able to work, like the United Nations, all that, they're not able to work on the real side because the things they wouldn't create them. The continent of Africa was all colonized. But yet, when they come in the 1990s, when United Nations, UNDP, can introduce that concept to analyze, to look at the Human Development Index.
Mhm.
And they not just come. The good thing about the Human Development Index was that these are educated people and we know they even work for the United Nations. And then they let me outsource those the things them. How you go even analyze or come up with the idea, say this and here would they look at for let me go talk about human development. If you look at that concept, you look at Sierra Leone, Salon ever experienced human development in the history of our nation.
Yeah,
And if you person there,
the
a person there, no, well, wait, Mr. Gallo, a person there, it's not just you standard of living. It's so low and poor. But something a lot of materials that they look at. Because even later on, when they talk about use a dollar for measure the level of poverty, they don't measure about using the dollar for go buy clothes. Then they look at even for get a dollar for go buy that small McDonald's thing where you say you cannot go eat an American. Plus, you know, whether I would say so it's not about buying human kind of material wealth too. If you know able, even when you're sick, you know, you buy medicine for yourself. That has nothing to do with wealth. If person not able to go school, people they drop out of school. Let me tell you this girl.
Mhm.
I was so young. Something happened to a boy called Abdullah. That time they pay for the selective entrance. We don't do class 7. That boy not able to pay the fees for take the selective entrance. And we had a teacher called Mr. Jalo by then. Even they beat that boy. I saw me as small, cheat his day and they feel bad. Now so I said, the man so wicked, where the guy know they come with his school fees. We went to take the selective entrance. That boy no appear because you know they're not able to pay for it. That has nothing to do with material wealth. So the problem with it, if we like how they so, thank God people are poor, but they didn't pay for the school fees. So we're not fault, we'll not be unfortunate for joining any bad life because that support system did it. So the support system, when they could not get due to poverty, it will make them able to decide on what you can do, which is right and bad. Person can bring a cup of rice in a fool and do the wrong thing just because that particular day, you know, able to sleep with hunger or you go to bed with a tiny thing because you're poor. So I think material wealth, yes, is part of it. but for improve the standard of living. But when we look at the lack of decision making, no people make decision for come and say, no, we are not going to allow una for full week. And like I can talk before, there's a lot of things that they misinterpret in terms of diversity. We talk about tribalism. When people say they are not part of the problem, but probably when the individual exploits the faults the old people engage, the vulnerability of people engage, now that country. So then people will search for them, they will die for them, they will pay for them. Now because of people and poor, and when they're poor, they do not making it don't affect them. And they don't take care of their lifestyle. So this is not the problem in that country. As soon as people are able to take care of their lifestyle, people are able to not say, then they're able to make decision for them. Madam, you can say free education. This year, thousands of people picking they not take selective entrance. They not take Becker. 170,000 students they not take WAS. In a country which I WAS don't dominate. I mean a course don't dominate. 170,000 picking they not take. We do the video then. We said the beginning they talk. They say we know they take. My sister called me. He said this Bobo Junior already take the exam. I say I know they call this assignment. I said I know already. He say he cry. He say brother look bad now the picking also they take the exam. This happen, but you can't fool the people and say the
So,
yeah. Yes, why, sir?
You see, all what you don't talk so not true.
Mm-hmm.
But don't you see that poverty is willfully created an elite class for control?
Of course. No,
I want you to listen to me, Dr.
The creation of poverty,
Dr.
they say, yes, sir. Yes.
The mentality for create poverty for control people. Now, part of the African culture. That's one reason why Africa is not developing. It happens across Africa. And at a certain point, they may come into a religious concept. This get blessing, this get swear. As if God is partial. Poverty is willfully created by the ruling class in Africa. Because that's the way they control the people. When they go into government, they don't create conditions for make access there for everybody. They create conditions, let them control the resources people and come big to them.
Mm-hmm.
Poverty is a willful creation by the black man on his own people. The white man country way they so. Then they try to avoid poverty. Now make them get social safety nets. Now make them get credit systems, not so.
Mm-hmm.
If credit system then a Sierra Leone, if social safety nets then a Sierra Leone, then put all the rules then for control them, let people not misuse them. Poverty they minimize. They not go done with minimize. If credit system then a Sierra Leone, if social safety nets then a Sierra Leone, parents they not go try for make them picking one book.
Well, let me just support you here.
It's a win.
When last year, the fees now is when I pay from the beginning, I was from 4.5. This year now 9.5. Then add 5 million. So if we bring back, we go during the canvassing time, where the government at least if not 10 million, they give 70% of the money. In respect to anything, they say 4 million, they give 70%. Now that money, that 70% don't go inside the family then pockets and help the families then to able to take care. So if you look on a national base, there are millions of dollars don't go so. Like I just support you. They begin, don't just go invest. Okay. So we do science and everything. They go. It didn't come out of pockets. And so that don't even help. You understand? So I just support you. That's correct. If a system exists,
We begin to talk at
no, but then
with problem now with mentality.
Well, the thing is, let me just say this.
Mhm.
If what you need is say so, a function, you are right. But if it function now, then the people will get the will for people to decide. When I'm going to make a collective union, so people even creating the elite base where they cause the problem, and that's now making a request. They have that power.
Well, that
We
is
don't have
the people
that because people are poor.
we forget them for understand first and foremost.
Yeah, well, yes, that's what you're doing, and that's why I praise
People
you.
don't
And I say for
understand
continue.
what we are saying here because nobody is sitting down to talk about it. Instead, all man then on social media, they cause and effect, they blame. When
It's a
the
beginning.
real problem, then now
It's a beginning. It's never happened in the 90s or the 2000s.
They not go work.
Uh-huh.
I know say it
Yeah.
will take time. And I will assure you that's why I'm on social media. I'm not
Mhm.
looking for validation. I'm not looking for gratitude. I look for a legacy. We go let now country, let the people know what is right from what is wrong.
Mhm.
Because when the people know what is right from what is wrong, nobody know they willfully create poverty for them. Nobody know they gaslight them.
Mhm.
The ruling class in Africa, not only Sierra Leone, then deceptive, then they lie, they're manipulative, then above all, then they willfully create and sustain poverty. Make them This is the problem of the black race.
I know.
In Sierra Leone, it is worse because in Sierra Leone, we are elite class. I don't know how to put them, but they are functional elites, most of them. To know how can you be so wicked on yourself?
Yes. Okay. Okay. So, yes, I can do English and French. I don't care. I don't care.
Est-ce que vous êtes français?
Where did you go from this? Oh, no.
Actually, somebody else wants to come online. Okay, and chance.
I don't.
That
I wear a button to make sure I remember.
hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. How are you?
Bag, Sajalo Jambo.
Hi, Dedusha.
No bad.
Welcome.
Following.
You don't listen all along, not so.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
These are the issues we should be dealing with in Sierra Leone, my brother.
Yeah.
Not so waiting the politicians then they do now, waiting we know they understand what then they do.
Sure.
And if we get to be honest, it's not only the politicians that are wrong, all of us are wrong. Because in this life, it is your responsibility to know what you need to know so you can take care of yourself.
Exactly.
If you see that the only you by the nose they carry you go, then you have nobody to blame but yourself.
Sure.
You understand? Secondly,
Sure.
we get to learn the habit of self-examination and critique. If we cannot look at ourselves to find out what is wrong, if we cannot look at ourselves to understand what is wrong, why it is wrong, then we go always they do the same thing, expecting different outcomes.
Exactly.
And when you they live life that way, now the Frenchman said to an imbecile. Yes.
Sure.
We get to try that Sierra Leone that we spread awareness. Awareness is not about taking gun and cutlass for go fight. Awareness is not about taking drugs. It's about knowing what needs to be known. Because even religion tell we that. You read the Quran, you read the Bible, you read the Torah, because that then religion they will get near we. They all tell you, say, go in search of knowledge. 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 Now they make you know what you need for know. If you're not able to know, ask, find out. But we know the do. We relax. So a few people, they do out and lack and cause trouble for we. And then few people, they do out and lack, then they gaslight me for believe the wrong thing. So we take the religious books they already read there. No sign, no day. No surah, no day on the Quran. No chapter, no day on the Bible. No tell you say God say some people for better, the other and for suffer.
That's all. That's all.
But they create a religious syndrome around the wicked acts and say, this is not God man come for I get blessing. Oh, the other people they not get blessing.
That's the thing why they disagree with people like it all.
Everybody get
These are
blessing.
people who disagree.
Everybody born with blessing.
They do not supposed to live.
Then anybody who born in this world, the first right way you get, now the right to live in life.
Exactly, sir.
If anything go wrong for the person why he live life, either na himself cause them recklessly or na incompetent man cause them. And because the religion no one let incompetent man cause trouble for you, now I make them give you 10 commandments.
Yeah.
Then 10 commandments, and the way put them all together, you pull the first one, the 9, now one guarantee they tell you. What you know, I let them do to you, not do unto a company mortal man.
Not do unto a company, indeed.
It is all the religious books.
So,
even philosophy, ethics in philosophy, they tell you, say, do unto others as you want done unto you. They call on the golden rule. What is so difficult about understanding these things? Why will they continue for suffer with people then? You know what you will not even know about all this problem they create for people then?
Yes, sir.
Now put aside the minerals who get. The fact that you get 8 million people, maybe not 200,000 no more, able for live good life, buy and sell effectively. You they starve the economy, you know they grow. When you create conditions, if you get 8 million people, 4 million able to live that basic life, then what you instigate? You instigate consumption. And where there is consumption, there has to be demand and supply. Where there is demand and supply, there has to be production. This is how you create development. Development is not about buying expensive vehicles that you don't produce. It's never about building houses for which 90% of the building materials you get for important. Also, the arrangements done there, I done there. We are not a thinking people, my dear brother. We are not. Everything is wrong with we in Sierra Leone, we deserve them. Because we refuse for learn new things and we refuse for think.
Yeah. So
yes.
So I make I agree with you. Say everything being done, all of the things being done should be cast to all of us.
All of us should be ready to take the blame. All of us should wake up and ask, what is it that I have to do to make a difference?
Because remember, there was a time when people have one act. That's in the sense, it was they call third force.
So we need a third force.
Apc Slpp. But here, we had, all the third force when me sabi. From 2007, 2018, and 2023, I call them disgruntled from third forces.
Well, this disgruntled forces not even put third there because we no need third force.
So, yes, like what I tell you, 2007, for instance, the PMDC came out of disgruntledness from the SFPP. So that one, I'm not calling it a third force. Because third force, what they say third force, is being neutral people coming together in a unit, say, no, this time, not change the system. What happened in 2018? C4C came again disgruntledly to form a party. And other, and so on and so forth. Right? So to me, that was the thing where they say, hey, no problem. There is no problem in the country. But like Bantu, one other party that I agree with you is that they cast the blame to this or this. The blame goes to all of us.
All of us.
Because he talks, say, I don't commodate today, they put the back tomorrow, he or she is going to do the same thing.
Or maybe worse.
Or worse. How many times they sing and they say, hey, you do the part for go, this did it. Okay, they sang for Pakaba, not begin for Pakaba. When the other people came, what happened again? They sang against them again. Good do, you do so, goodness do, go. Another person back up. So what are we? So to me, it just like when you talk, change the mindset. So, change the mindset from party to country.
Exactly.
Change the mindset from party loyalty to country loyalty.
If we
change the mindset,
let me just come in a little bit, sir.
From ruling to service. From ruling to service. Change the mindset from acquiring wealth to what? To sharing wealth. Change the mindset from corruption to what? So these are the things. So if you not change, you elect, like you always say, sir, right now, they pull on all over the Norway, they can't salon. We Sierra Leone and they say, we all go Norway. We go point salon that they can make there.
Yeah, no need for pull we all now. Even we go there now, we shall be how they live now.
So you don't understand, sir.
I business normal for
right now they say, electing Obama, they make this the job Obama be in a power, be in a radio. I don't talk to people they be I say electing Obama, they count na salon. If we not change the mindset, it's a problem.
You know one thing
how we get, which kind of thing we get for public property? No, for Pella, all of those things. It's a waste of people and everybody is suffering. No matter your tribe, no matter your color. War camp that we all suffer. When the war camp 1991 to 2002, every tribe suffer. Every corner of this country suffer.
Everybody suffer.
Everybody suffered one way or the other. So what's the issue? Hey, this whole. They would have been talking about cybercrime. How will that stop? Because the politicians are using those as tools right now. In fact, the politicians, the big weapon now. They be say, hey, money spend now. Their biggest weapon is the cyberspace.
Well, they create an impression that one feel so.
All those bloggers you are seeing blogging this, they are created by politicians. They are being financed by politicians. Because they think that's a weapon to demean people, for them to come to power, for molest people. So these are people, some of them being created by politicians. That's a weapon now, sir. The cyberspace is a weapon. It's a weapon. And now the cyberspace don't become one of the most lucrative self-employment scheme right now. Sir, let's go. This TV, True TV, Light TV, Sunset TV, this TV, all kind TV. You go on social media. The TV they don't pass 1,000 as a loser.
They watching then they broadcast.
Yeah, they broadcast, then a blogging. Then they go on a society, when I see this, or this politician, then they say all this. So all of these things, if we not change your mindset, sir, let me can 100% agree with you. The blame game goes to all of us. All of us. Apc Slpp, all of us. they go put it to my back with the same thing.
Now, my the APC with the Maori SLP now the same country, them, but
The same
upbringing and get.
Upbringing. And if you say that,
They all they think the same way.
If they say a family of two, one brother, one brother, you will think that they will hate themselves. They are all focusing on the same idea. Mindset, sir.
You know,
when they can have TV or radio, when they can have TV and radio, sir, they begin make they begin the back. But just outside radio, they just started to go meet up. Outside the talk, family talk.
That's a fact.
Okay, outside the meet up, they talk family talk.
Yeah.
I can tell man, you know, most Apc right now, what they call Malabi, but what you just small.
But is that necessary if we get a structured society?
Yes, sir.
Huh? Is that necessary for making you go beg you company man?
Yeah.
Don't you have integrity?
Sure.
Why do you have to be a beggar?
Well, now that is also that word integrity now missing completely. I know they even exist. That's the thing. It don't even exist.
You know, the problem go solve, but we get for be consistent and we get for persevere for solve this problem. Because the biggest weapon when they use against the people of Sierra Leone, now two. Then they gaslight them for create fear. The second weapon, then they sustain poverty for create control. Now, they don't add a third factor, the drug input. But that drug input, now the most stupid thing we don't happen necessarily, you know, Tindo?
Yes, sir.
At this material moment, we get a very young population.
Yeah.
If you're not able to give them skills for make them begin produce goods and services, now they go give them skills. Whether don't drug, don't kill them, don't. Until now, don't begin give anti and voting passport and ambassador. No, still done.
Now, Babu then I put up.
I know them as side and time picking there, no side. Said was my friend. You know Said?
Yes, sir.
Said was my friend. All Said, where in Fambul them been there Savile Street, Free Street.
Yeah.
I mean, my friend Said was my friend. I understand say don't die. Said and Mupini them and
Mupini and the rest.
Yeah. But what they say, the people of Sierra Leone get for wake up and help themselves.
Sure. Nobody else.
Things and you not gonna know if you not find out. Nobody know they can teach you how to live your life. Nobody know they teach you what you need for no let them not lie by you, let them not deceive you. Now you get to find out. And the other thing is Solomon for left. And for left rumor. And it wouldn't tell you, find out.
Find out, indeed.
We so believe rumor. So the politicians now then they use them against we.
Sure.
Then they gaslight people them all the time with rumors.
Yeah. And they take it for granted.
Yes.
In them petty things there. Because we are not finding out.
Like when you say we get plenty. But why they call them TV? They are not TV. We've been talking about TV. You know, I remember. Say now established stations, they're like AYV, where they do broadcast. I not say they get plenty in Africa, but most of them are religious TVs. Africa, now they religion, they prosper.
Yeah.
People then they make money out of that. But the fact is, all these people going around as TVs where they talk, then are part of the gaslighting of the people.
Sure.
Because
if
when
they are
you look at most of them, If you get 100 of them, maybe now 5 they talk the truth.
Indeed. Thank you.
The rest now misinform and disinform, then they do.
Yes.
But politicians are happy about that. They fund these guys.
And they are using them as tools. They are using them not as
So
tools.
people them get for wake up for understand this. Okay, we want to tell them the truth. They don't come to listen to us.
Of course, they will
If
not.
I've been sit down at the cost mother bill, at the cost
Believe me, if I don't get past,
if
I don't get past 100,000.
if I don't get 1 million supporters. That
1
plan
million
no way, now in the cause.
Indeed.
Madam, you
And the other time that the program, I say, people are not listening too much. They are not following too much.
Madam, they do bad things. I don't like them for that because they behave as idiots. But I know can't see don't have the cause. You know,
The cause, no.
nothing.
Indeed.
Not get for change nothing. What you get for make the change happen is that we for do things correct. Let people understand, say, now this road go make things better for we all.
Sure.
You understand?
Yes, sir.
But if we not follow that road, hey, you see, Senga been talk one to all my crying down. It was very correct. Even Jesus Christ cannot state out. Salon the change.
Yeah.
Now we the people and get for change, then Jesus will change Salon.
Exactly.
You know what you do? If Jesus been get power for change other people, the first way come all man before don't change. Boy, you see the man there, then get the hate the man till then kill her.
Yeah.
Not you so? Can I tell you, say now we no more get the power for change with destiny. If we don't take the correct steps, it will not happen. Anything we do, now the result we get. Anything we think, now the result we get.
Yes, sir. That if everybody, the way they talk, get, the mindset for change, because you, the singular person, or just a single set of people, who go say, "Not really change." What did we say? Now you don't go on up. Now you're not the enemy.
Well, at times, can they? You need for be the singular for take the step, then go run after you.
Indeed, yes. There must be somebody to sacrifice
you. Then go beat you. Then go find way for kill you. But somebody has to do it. If Jesus did not preach gospel, they like today, people are not going to go down to inside you the way Jesus they come.
Oh, Jesus they come.
Madina for can start Islam. I did not before the record
It is.
So somebody has
so there must be somebody to take the business.
If you not say why they do and people they not appreciate them, forget about them, do what is right.
Yeah.
Because you are doing it for posterity to leave a legacy.
And there will be a time for they will, at the start, you will be condemned. But at the time they will say, "Oh, what did that man they do was correct."
Yeah.
You'll be healed.
Yeah. So just not put yourself into do what you get for do, say what you get for say, and make it correct. And as we talk so, you see one of the ways we'll get for begin change Sierra Leone, now by example.
Yes, sir.
We don't talk. But a lot of people they see and we say, what in this man they talk in Minam? Like what I can see don't know how they talk, then go give me public office. I know they wish for that and I not get for take them. Then go give me public office. I go sit down there after 2-3 months. I don't thief.
Or they talk right now, they do all this advocacy. They go say, that man they talk, not call him, but not can get this office. As they give so the office, they set him up. As you are saying.
Anybody call me now, I go tell and say instead of you give me office, do a thing right. Like they are
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't need office.
Mm.
I don't ever need office.
Mm-hmm.
If I go Sierra Leone now, say I don't want nobody in work.
Mm-hmm.
I able create work for myself.
Yeah.
I not get for go beg to person say buy body.
Yeah.
You understand? So
Yes, sir.
that will not change anything in me. If the best job I go do na Sierra Leone now for be advisor. If I get
Exactly.
advice, when I listen, fine. When I not listen, when I be prepared for the outcome. And some of the things that they do now advice are they give. Advice. If they listen, fine. If they not listen, it's not my business.
Yeah, well, the advice is your contribution towards
I've
development.
done my own part by the grace of God.
Mm-hmm.
And I will continue to do my part as long as I get good health, I get the strength for she don't talk, I go do them.
Mm-hmm.
Because at the end of the day, if Sierra Leone safe, if Sierra Leone peaceful, people there will go there. They are where they are the sleeper left me do not open.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get bad habits now, not for lock the mouth. If I go salon, they go kill me.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yes, sir.
So let God help we. Let we listen to we self na Sierra Leone.
Sure.
Because I will tell you one thing. Julius Mallet, they don't do a lot of wrongs. But take them out now, bring other people back. Now the same thing they repeat itself.
Indeed.
And if we're not carefully, they worse. And you see this thing about third force.
Mm-hmm.
Now we left for life and we self. We don't need third force necessarily.
Indeed. Sure.
That third force, as long as na Sierra Leoneans them did it, now the same bad habit.
Now the same soup.
What do we need in Sierra Leone? Now new mentality, new ways of understanding life,
new ways
of relating with each other, new ways of living life.
Indeed.
And we get for live life, not all because we want for show affluence. We get for live life, now we create affluence for everybody.
Sure.
So everybody
will get a single set of people.
Life way for live.
Mm-hmm.
It's not impossible we able, but we get for offload some of the things that we did now aid and reload new things. Otherwise, Sierra Leone will be the same until thy kingdom come.
Indeed.
And thy will not be done. I feel like they're going to everybody. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
It will be the same until thy kingdom come, but thy will
will not be done.
But we want the will be done, so we don't go tired.
Yeah, we'll not go tired by the grace of God. Till the will be done. Till the will be done. Thank you, sir. Good night. Thank you.
Thanks for calling. So, Fambul them, I think we don't get some good conversation than I had today. And I tell all who that come, Abu Mansari, Millicent, Sankara, Alkuya, on all thank you for can listen. Do ya? Then talk ya who they talk. Let not go for nothing. Now begin find a way for share their ideas here with other people. Let we discuss them. If we come for argue, let we argue, we point them. Let people let begin understand, say, need they for make we all respect each other. Now respect for each other, now make we country this one. Because trust, it build them out of respect for each other. If we not respect each other, people then we see them better past the other people. Now they bring all them problem here will get. And then problem are not only Sierra Leone, they are across Africa. But other parts of Africa don't they try for solve this problem? Who not they try? They would shamefully say, now to we education start. Where is this education? Are we really educated? Are we behaving like educated people? Or are we fooling ourselves about education? Maybe we're not educated, we just be a foreigner in language and maybe 2-3 other things then. We will come back on Friday. As I say on Friday, the Institute for Community Progress, where for short they call the Progressives, then get a conference in London. We go start around 6 o'clock and go beam on unearthed and other channels. This channel go beam and we go beam back on another channel named TDN where they collaborate with, because why the broadcast was even TDN they get on direct. And because of that, Friday the program they start sometime around 6 o'clock. I'm not too sure of the time, but it will be around 6 o'clock. And maybe after that conference they done, I will just spend about 30 minutes. We do some commentary, we take some phone calls, we discuss. Then we go rest. But una thank you. Una allow keep the hope and the flame. Change not a one-day business. If we be done the dance to rumba, not to one day they change and for begin dance zouk. A gradual. Now I make good DJ them, then they step the music from one genre to another gradually, then change by the beat. And I sure say the human life self not the same way get for go. But all of it depends on each of us. Each of us get for take the first step. As I say at the beginning of this program, we need for spend more time for meditate. Think quietly, ask the questions quietly. Some of you been small, who they grow up, we can see people then they pray. When they don't pray, then they sit down for long, then they play with that as meal. Then they meditate. We never knew what that meant. And now we see the rationale. Sierra Leoneans need for spend more time for meditate about the problem of the country than for blame, complain, and remember about revenge. Let we stop this revenge at some point. Nobody they profit from them. They'll stop them. They'll begin fend we now. Let we understand we self, work with we self. That don't mean say, good I don't do bad, the law no go give him what he deserve. And not be so. What you don't suffer, you don't do, you forget the consequence. If you do good, you dey get the good consequence. You do bad, you dey get the bad consequence. Do ya? Oh, now we present now the one that will not be don't subscribe it, una subscribe. Una like the video, una always there, and una help for share this channel. Let as many people as possible hear the nonsense we they talk now. This nonsense get for make sense one day. By the grace of God. And I thank you for listening. And a good night.
We pledge love and loyalty to the country salo. My how we there, my how we born. We sweet salo. We not for make this country fall. Mama salo.
A critical awakening in Sierra Leone. The unintended lessons of Julius Maada Bio's presidency. When Julius Maada Bio became president in 2018, he promised a new direction. focused on education, justice, unity, and inclusive development. His eloquent speeches inspired hope in a nation hungry for change. However, as his presidency has unfolded, a different story has emerged, marked not by fulfilled promises, but by deepening economic hardship, growing insecurity, and widespread public disillusionment. One of the most alarming developments under Bio's leadership is the rise of Sierra Leone as a hub for drug trafficking, particularly the spread of Kush, a dangerous synthetic drug. This substance is destroying lives, especially among the youth, and has overwhelmed families and communities. Allegations of official complicity and ineffective law enforcement have led many to describe Sierra Leone as evolving into a narco state, where criminal networks thrive alongside weakened state institutions. Economically, Sierra Leone is trapped in stagflation, a combination of high inflation and low economic growth. Prices for essentials such as food, fuel, and transportation have soared, while wages remain stagnant and youth unemployment continues to climb. The government's reliance on donor funding and external loans has not translated into local economic empowerment or job creation. Many citizens are now forced to make painful choices just to survive, eroding trust in state leadership and exposing the limits of government policies. Public services have also deteriorated. The much-publicized free quality education program suffers from overcrowded classrooms, unpaid teachers, and inadequate resources. The gap between the government's promises and the lived reality of the population has grown ever wider. Despite this grim outlook, a new form of awareness is emerging. Across the country, especially among the youth and professionals, there is a growing sense of political consciousness and civic engagement. Citizens are becoming more vocal, organizing protests, and demanding accountability from leaders. The protests in 2022, though marred by violence, reflected a collective demand for dignity, justice, and meaningful governance. In this context, President Bio's greatest legacy may be the unintended political awakening of the people. His administration's failures have taught Sierra Leoneans to think critically about leadership and governance. They are learning that true development must be people-driven and grounded in action, not rhetoric. This rising consciousness may yet become the foundation for a more accountable and citizen-led future for Sierra Leone.